2021 October, obedience movements started gaining momentum. By February 2023, they have chased all of the BMC out of social media. I know the whole story. That's what I'm telling you. Sure you get. The BMC Buhari Media Center propagandists, liars, attackers, bullish, and all this hate spreader and all of them. After 2020, the young people in Nigeria, who later metamorphosed into disobedience, they faced the propagandist BMC of Buhari Media Center. They chased them out of social media. Now them come they shout, disobedience, they don't have any respect. They are so, everything about them is so bullish. They hate, they are full of hate. Go and check majority of those who complain about the obedience. They are once Buhari Media Center propagandists themselves. In fact, a lot of them became influencers because they are associated with the propagandas of APC. So, when the BMC have disappeared on social media, they have returned to their echo chambers. Any small thing, now them go to cry. Why are disobedient aggressive? Why are disobedient no have respect, self? How come all disobedient? Everything about them is gra. Now those Olori Brook, majority of them are those Olori Brookus, who are BMC members. Some of them are paid, some of them are unpaid, including their Lagos Abobakus or these their uncles and aunties abroad who are accusing you of having no respect. The reason why they don't like you obedient is because you have no respect. These are sheares who are abusing. They are cursing us for criticizing Buhari for 80 years. These Olori Brukus that are accusing obedient of having no respect. They don't have any respect. I like Obi, but you see this obedient. They are the reason why I don't like Nikure, Koshidano. Check them very well. On this same street, so social media. I've been here for a very long time. So I am like, historian. Who can tell you this? So disobedience, according to them, they said, their Peter Obin call, they said it took them to the primaries. Most of them never understood what delegates do. It took them to another party that nobody believed could become a bigger problem today. They said it took them to another party and they built it with him without being card-carrying members of that party. They said this bit of it took them, took us, it took them on a shishiless campaign, not sharing money or anything to buy people, right? They said they went all out in different cities. They said it took them to the polls and it won effortlessly, but were robbed. Now, he said he is now taking them to the judiciary works. If this is not an institution of learning, they don't know what it is then. A lot of them now understood how the system works, how the corruption now step by step, from delegates to political party leaders, members who are corrupt, to INEC that is corrupt, to the judiciary that they have told them they are corrupt. So that is why when you see the Lagos Abobakus, the Jaga bandits, the Jaga addicts, the Jaga idiots, the Ashiwaju Awole and his followers, after INEC declared them winner, and they are still panicking. And because of the obedience, so every day you go to see them, the FBI. Every day on this street. APC is used to propaganda, lies, cook up stuffs and all of that to lie to people, blemish you, attack you, attack your tribe, attack your religion, attack things that are irrelevant. You see this obedience, sometimes you believe that I be this itself now propaganda ni. These people learn propaganda from APC ni and can't chase APC, enter bush. Àbí kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Even if you are APC member, ọkàn ẹ ò lè balẹ̀. You know it. So if you see them now trying to warn INEC not to act funny, because this LUP people, they lost the election. They are still intimidating us. We have beaten them in the history of rigging. This is not the first time of rigging election in Nigeria. How come Asiwaju's rigging is now the whole thing that they want to bring Nigeria down? INEC ma ṣe wèrè o. Because we don't trust these people. The way they are talking, it's like they know something we don't know. Don't think we are quiet or we are silent. If you should wake up tomorrow and then you give them what they want, they say, Asiwaju no win again. Wahala ma wa. And I mean this. This is them trying to let them, because they are not sure what's going on. Do you understand what the illegitimate president mean now? Millions of people won't see Tinubu as their president. And every day, a lot of you who actually support Tinubu, you will be waking up every day praying that nothing has come up that would demand that Tinubu should not be president anymore. Now, you have to live like that. That is what an illegitimate president means. And you see this Gen Z, be like say, they no come here, come play, and it bag bad the year toshi. Odigbe talaro ye. You will go carry poor man chicken. You know, say you don't carry wahala. The poor man will tell every living thing and non-living thing that somebody call tuka chicken. Only chicken. And that's exactly what I think disobedient have become. You stole from them, you no go sleep. You no go enjoy them. Even when you are there, supposedly to be confident, something will be reminding you that, what are you going to wake up to tomorrow? What is it going to be tomorrow? Am I going to have any peaceful country to be president over, by the way? Is Nigeria going to be in turmoil almost every day? Anything where I do, they go say, we no vote for you. And that's why they are saying, you are supposed to be happy and enjoying yourselves right now, preparing for inauguration. Baba, protest. Okay, let's go back to that Abuja. In front of INEC office. Let's go there.
Please, can we be quiet, please, for a few minutes so that we can pass our message before the INEC reps comes out? Are we ready?
Yeah.
See, where are you now? Are we set?
Yeah, we are set for you.
They are coming out.
Bring down your mind.
My name is Tosin Adeojo. I'm the secretary support group of the President Campaign Council and the team leader of this group. We are here just to first of all thank Independent National Electoral Commission for a job well done, for giving Nigeria a credible election. For the first time since 1999, this is the first time INEC, under the leadership of Professor Mahmoud, has given us a credible election in the history of this country. Based on that, we are here to commend them and to thank them for this feat. Secondly, we are here on behalf of the Nigerian people and the people that gave Asiwaju mandate as the next president and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. To tell you that we are here to further consolidate and defend the mandate freely given to Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu in the last presidential election. Confirm that we, on behalf of Nigerian people, will not tolerate any attempt by the PDP failed government and other party to truncate the transition process. Correct. For the record, we will not tolerate PDP gathering anywhere in Abuja and Labour in all over this country. Henceforth, as from today, we are here to tell the Nigerian people and the INEC commissioner to warn each and every one of these distracted parties that on behalf of APC, on behalf of Nigerian youth, on behalf of Nigerian women, on behalf of PWDs, on behalf of the downtrodden that gave the people's mandate to Alhaji Ahmed Bola Asiwaju Tinubu, we will not tolerate this. Thank you and God bless. I want, before, after I speak, we want the woman to speak and the people of peace to speak. My name is Kosin Adeoju. My name is Kosin Adeoju. Secretary Support Group. Since something I'm calling you. Hello.
Please 2 step back.
I don't step back.
1 more step back.
I don't do it. Bring your mic down.
Sorry, we will need the press.
Hello, let them finish now.
You were touching.
Continue what you are doing. That's the reason why.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Tosin.
I also want to add that INEC is doing very well. INEC cannot be intimidated. That while other parties are pretending that they do not accept results, as we are here with you, other members of their parties that won in the same election are collecting results and the certificate by INEC at ICC. So what kind of double speak is that? So if you win, INEC is doing well. If you don't win, INEC is doing well. So we are here to show you.
Where is the mic? Where is the mic?
Mr. Tosin, yes, I saw you can answer. Yes, I've heard.
So, are we ready? Yes. Good afternoon. We are here with the INEC rep. Good afternoon, ma'am. We are here once again on behalf of Nigerian people and all Progressive Congress to come and thank INEC for the job well done in the last presidential election. And to further tell you not to be intimidated by the ragtag PDP and other political parties that are coming here to come and distract you. As we are speaking here, the members of PDP, Labour are at ICC collecting the certificate of return. Their senators and reps are at ICC collecting the certificate of returns, that they are condemning that the election is not credible. If the election is not credible, why are their members collecting certificate of return at ICC as I speak to you? So we are here to tell you that you have done a good job. Nigerian people are with you. Nigerian women are with you. Nigerian youth are with you. All the youth and planning of this country are with you. Professor Mahmoud has done fantastically well in this last election. And we are here to defend the mandate of Nigerian people. And we want to tell you, and we will not tolerate any further gathering of PDP, Labour, any part of this country, because we have been given a mandate and we are going to defend the mandate. On behalf of our party, on behalf of Nigerian people, we are here to thank you and God bless you.
Thank you.
Mahmoud Yakubu must remain safe, man. In Nigeria, he will remain safe because we stand by the mandate that INEC has given us.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Nigerians have spoken to the ballot papers. So shall it be.
Of the commission. I am the deputy director in charge of.
Now them we know, but they are still angry. Did you hear where the guy said, we will not tolerate any gathering in this country of PDP, Labour Party in this country? I told you, you are going to miss Bokwari within a space of 3 months. 3 months, it's paid you. A lot of you, with the trauma you have suffered under this APC, the PTSD that you carry about, the things that you have survived, the shege that you are living with, because it's not like you see shege like that. See shege every day is different from sleeping and living with shege. All of these are going to be next to nothing to what you are going to witness under Tinubu. Go and write it down. I know, blood of Jesus, it will never happen in Jesus' name. Amen. Because you're going to need them all. When it happens, you are going to look back and say, God forgive me. I never knew that there would be anybody worse than Bokwari. You've just met him. That's him. Tinubu. You will be seeing thugs. They will be giving order. And you will be wondering, is this Nigeria or Ebute Meta? But what is the difference? At Ebute Meta, at Nigeria, what's the difference? No, you know what I mean. I mean, like, I heard that police IG gave an order. But somebody, maybe another thug said, if I say police IG, they mental, they craze. We tell a man go talk nonsense. So you will think about that kind of thing can only happen somewhere in Ebute Meta, which is Lagos, the territory. You say, Baba, na Nigeria, you do, Baba. Welcome to Nigeria, new. Temari conductor, let it plane. You don't see where conductor they work for plane side before. They come mark the plane like this. It's aero contractor, Abuja to Lagos. Then everybody is going to board. Want to go and board Abuja to Lagos. Then you see the pilot. As all of you are filing in, then you see this Agbero guy with his marker and the ticket. Just come close to the aircraft. Pilot, Agbera. Okay, about which one be that one? Why are they marking the aeroplane? Why are they marking the aircraft? Are you new? Welcome to the Jaga Bandit country. For Nigeria now, aeroplane they pay load. You go see them. It's not possible. You go see them. They are laughing. See, look at you. You are laughing. You will miss Bokwari. You will look back and say, I say Bokwari better. They are telling you, we will not tolerate. If they tell you, say they never swear for them. Sorry, they have not done the swearing in for them. Sure, you get some ragtag political jobbers. Why are they scared? Why are they worried that INEC is going to break? Like, that if the pressure too much. Why are they worried? Why are they angry? Sorry, you go see, they say, area mama colony side. You see all those. I know I've not been to Abuja that well, so I'm just going to call names off it, okay? Then, but you get to know the scenario I'm trying to paint. You go see Mama Bear, Baba Bear. In 8 years, somebody said, Mayegun, you will see all these Fulanis. They are dangerous people. They just push Tinubu so that when Tinubu become president, he go can't die. When he die, Shetima will not take charge. Ha 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 ha. Some of you actually don't know Tinubu. Or you kind of do underrate him. And it is not just about him. It is what he represents. Shetima is a very dangerous man. Oh, you don't know Tinubu. Sure you get. When was the last time that they impeached the vice president of the country in Nigeria? When was the last time? Never. When was the last time we vice president of the country has an accident, aircraft accident? They say, we don't know what happened. Oh, the weather just changed. You. But no ya o Shetima that guy Tinubu. Shetima said he's going to be the commander-in-chief. Okay. We'll find out. You don't know Tinubu. If the shitty man is the last kokoro, the key that he realized that he needed to gain that power, this whole threat that he's facing right now, if he has to make Shetima feel like he's going to be in charge, Tinubu will do it. Did they swear for Tinubu? I mean, why am I using swear for them? Maybe that's the right word I should be using. Instead of doing the swearing in for them. Did they swear for them? Where they say, okay, they don't give Tinubu power. All of them go understand the difference between the Jaga Bandit of Lagos. What do you call it? The local champion from Yoruba land, Abi? And now, the army robber that you have now given the key, the central bank key. You go understand the difference between power and money. Tinubu. If there's anybody that people, if there's anybody that people should actually feel concerned for in this whole game, now Shetima. On a second thought, Shetima said na madman, oh. Person we contested primary in no win. Person we win primary 4 days to election. Boom. They don't know why it happened. Accident, assassination, he ran into armed robbery. Story, cut the long story short. That's how he became the candidate of CPC or so then. And he became the governor of Borno, a member of APC. But when it gets to that of Tinubu, So what I'm trying to say here is that you are going to have an era that a lot of you are going to look back and say, wow, how is this even possible? Maybe by then you can understand how they have managed to hold Lagos down for a while. The world is laughing. I mean, there's so much laugh out there already. So when Bokwari came in, Bokwari flourished by appealing to the, what do you call it? To the tribal bigoted parts of the Fulanis who actually believe it, especially the Northerners. Oh, he's a Muslim. He's, that stuff. So Bokwari carried everybody handicap. So the elites, even when they are saying Bokwari is filling everywhere with Fulanis, Fulani this, Fulani that, Abi, or Northerners are controlling this or that, the record shows that despite the huge diversion of what do you call it, of funds that were donated to Nigeria, including direct funding for different projects by World Bank or all those people, IMF. Bokwari told them to concentrate on the northern part of Nigeria. Bokwari uplifted the Fulani and the northern elite, made them billionaires. But for 8 years, it did not take one single Fulani out of the forest or change his life. Do you know that? 8 solid years. Fulanization. They were giving all this Jankara and the rest of them the access to loot Nigeria in Abuja. But the Fulani that everybody is actually shouting about, the armed terrorists that they armed, those are perpetuating the agenda of terrorizing the country. But what is the benefit of a Boko Haram to the average Fulanis in Nigeria? Zero. Do you get that? That's exactly. They say, the entire Abuja is Fulani this, Fulani that. Now you're going to see Yoruba this, Yoruba that. You know, they said Boko Haram could pick anybody from anywhere. It could give anybody any chance he want, right? In northern Nigeria, one of the things that can actually trigger them very easily, that they can begin to lose it very easily, is when those freeloaders, jobless criminals who are like the elite, senator, reps, PA, SA, minister, board member, this or that are feeding fat from that Commonwealth in Abuja, right? And there are people are left in that forest, so left everywhere. Share you get. Now them go begin to say, this country is worse, so because you are about to witness Yorubanization. Yeah, Yorubanization. But you see, this kind of Yorubanization will come with a coloration that it will reshape the entire already destroyed political mentality of the people. The supposed one Nigeria lies they've told you many times, right? Tinubu and Gaga are going to come in and make a mess of it even further. So when I told you, you are going to look back in 3 months and say, Ashe Buhari is better. Imagine you in your lifetime. Oh, Tiku, you are not dead, though. Something worse than what is happening right. Excuse me, something worse than what is happening right now. Started happening that you look back and say, Buhari is better. How do you think you're going to feel? Like being in Nigeria that will make you look back and say, oh, more, Ashe Buhari is better. You know why I believe you are going to say it, When I was growing up, and this whole wahala of military rule, military DC, pro-democracy groups, people are being arrested, people are being jailed, protest every day, strike almost every time. Abacha this, Abacha that. So as a young boy, I grew up believing that Abacha was evil. I mean, I'm not joking. It got to a point myself that in my hometown, Odogbolu, we shared in the brutality of Abacha. Why? His supposed deputy or vice president, the dictator, was from my hometown, General Oladipo Podia. So we woke up one morning and the soldiers, they started showing up in our town. Breaking news. They have arrested Dia and so many other people for planning coup against Abacha. Wow, so they're going to kill them. So which means that all of this strike, students being killed, riots here and there, everybody is fighting Abacha, this evil man. It got so bad that economically, as a boy, I also participated in suffering the level of economic hardship that Abacha represented at the time. Baba, let me see, how old was I? Around that time, I should be probably 10, 11. 11, that's at 1995. Now, sawdust we they take cook. Shaving of wood shaving. Sawdust. Dry sawdust. That we had to use what was called Abacha stove because we couldn't afford kerosene. Do you understand? That was my childhood. But do you know something? in this my lifetime, Nigerians have faced even worse than that Abacha time, to the point that some people are now saying Abacha was better. But it took years, It took years for people to look back and say Abacha was better. Can you believe that? This was a maniac, or a kleptomaniac, a murderer. I'm talking about a full-time dictator. People were disappearing. Honestly. Say something, disappear. The day he died, it was a national celebration and jubilation in northern Nigeria, where he came from. It was a national mourning. They were sad. He was a good man. It was misunderstood. That was their belief. Even though, as Southerners were victims of his dictatorship, so were Northerners too. Everybody danced. Abacha is there. When they told us in my hometown, we waited till 4 o'clock in the evening. You better don't go and celebrate Abacha's death when he's not dead. They may bring their soldiers here and they may start killing us or start taking us away. That was how scared I was as a little boy in 1998 when Abacha died. I should probably be about 14 years old, a teenager. That was when Abacha died. In my lifetime, I have seen people praise Abacha now because they have seen worse shege. So what you will get when they talk about Lagos, by the way, look at this image. This is also Lagos. This is Lagos. Okay? And this is also Lagos. So you're going to look back and you're going to see that Fulanization and all of that stuff was the selfish agenda of the elite who could sell their divide and rule tactic to those who are going to follow them because they came from their tribe. They could turn them against others and they could turn others against them too. But whenever people want to come for them, they can easily shout the persecution is because I'm a Muslim. Then all Muslims will be like, oh, is it because it's a Muslim? Well, I thought as much. They won't say the same thing about a Christian. Oh, he's a Christian. Oh, if he was a Muslim, they won't say something like that against him. Oh, he's a Northerner. That's why they don't like him. It's because he's a Northerner. If he was a Southerner, they won't say that. They won't say anything like that against him. Oh my God, see how they hate him. It's because he's a he's a Southerner. If he was a Northerner, oh, they will never talk like that against him. Back and forth, back and forth. But at the end of the day, these guys don't give a damn about you. Because when you look at everything they have done, that's always been about themselves, not you. 8 solid years. Please give me the population of the Fulanis in Nigeria whose lives have actually improved because their man was the president of Nigeria. None. But they sold the Bobo anyway. They sold the division. They sold all the ethnic and all of that divide and rule, didn't they? But all of that, they are learning lesson. They are learning job. They are learning work. Where Tinubu and Ganga, people that will leave every conversation around substance and will start attacking your tribal worldview. And when they do, they don't think. No, they don't think. What do you think will make reasonable human beings to do this because of politics? These are also the victims of a ruined, stolen future, at least in Yoruba land as well. But they printed all of this for them to carry all of this to defend the politician that is feeling threatened, that their feeding bottle may be taken away. Therefore, the only way to keep that is to spread tribal bigotry, division. At the end of the day, you will realize that it has nothing to do with Yoruba. Whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, it's just about all of them. And they will do anything. They will say anything to keep their meal tickets. Nigeria is their meal tickets. Now, no get sense. They think you defend them. Especially all of them that have proven to you that They are so blind. Look at what they are doing in Lagos. Femi Kayode also joined in that. I mean, tribal division, divide and rule. That the likes of Femi Kayode, who has benefited so much from a destroyed Nigeria, his name is boldly written among those who contributed to the destruction of Nigeria as it is, ruining Nigeria. But when the argument comes to who is good, who is not, who is better, who is not, and they know that, wait, what happened on the 25th of February, if that should repeat itself in Lagos again, that is going to be a disaster. They are panicking that something may happen, that they will say they cancel the election or something happens. Like, they are the winners, but they are scared. Femi Fonikayo, they joined those who are throwing tribal shade. A shameless man, who decided to deny his own brother, a Yoruba brother of his, because of politics. He wrote a lot of horrible things about that conversation of Badebo marrying an Igbo woman and then having an Igbo mom. Femi Fonikayo, they forgot that at least, even if he's no longer married to any Igbo or Igbo woman in Nigeria, some of his own children were bought in by Igbo women too. Now, let's say in another 40 years, if Femi Fonikayo, they said triplets, for example, decided to run for the position of anything in Yoruba land, the Femi Fonikayo, the shameless for food Kayode, throwing shade. There are many like that, okay? A lot of you have you don't think, so to say. And a lot of you are only people who think of it today and gives no shit about your tomorrow. And your tomorrow are those children, Femi Fonikayo, they have children, right? Who are Yorubas. But with the path that the likes of Femi Fonikayo did because of what they want to eat today, and how far they can go in rolling in the mud. Hello. Then you should be worried for the future of Yoruba land. When the shamelessness of men of today is so bad that they care little or next to nothing about the children that are going to be here when they are long gone. The same thing is applicable to some of you who sit abroad. You sit abroad. You are surviving there because Nigeria chased you away, you and your family. And you are spewing divisive, tribal utterances just for politicians to keep their feeding bottle. I'm not going to tell you to think. There is something that will think for you. It is called digital footprints. Your children will see your positions on the things of today, even when you are long gone. I know you don't care. I'm happy that the Gen Z that you think you could bully, as well as blackmail, they don't give a damn about you. And it's you versus them now. Yeah, it's you versus them. Anyway, let's give it a break. I want to take calls. I haven't taken any calls in a while, so I'll save my time for another time. But I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. We are over 3,000 on YouTube, and we only have just about 500 of us who have actually paid their own offering. Your offering on Mayegun's Diary Politico is liking the broadcast. If I have over 3,000, 4,000 people, is it so difficult to actually take a minute and just like the video? Because I keep wondering, I'm not being watched by bots, am I? I've got here over 3,000 comments, which means a lot of you have been busy typing. I'll go make a tea call. I'll go make myself another tea. So when I get back, please, you can use that to take a break as well. I'll take calls and I'll come and count how many of you actually paid your offerings. So thank you. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming back.
Some people think say you dey do juju. If this is a joke, they will never go free.
Hello there.
Hello, Michael. Good evening.
Good evening, Baba. How are you? Thanks so much for your patience, by the way. Yeah, that's me back.
Yeah, it's Jide from London again.
How you doing tonight, Baba?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you. The events of these past 2 weeks has really, really embarrassed us, especially us in the diaspora. People back home do not know how we feel. You know, it's so much brought a lot of shame and embarrassment. Even my colleagues in the office that are from other African countries will become a caricature of the whole thing. But what I want to say to everybody is we shouldn't give up hope. I know our judiciary system over the years has been a joke, but I think Judgment Day has come for these people. I believe in my heart. Judgment Day. And I want to tell you something here.
Please.
But I'm going to send you something later on your WhatsApp as usual.
Right.
These people have gone spiritual. They have gone to employ some prophet from Zimbabwe. He lives here in the UK. He's a very popular guy. He claims he's a prophet in order to go spiritual. But all these people, they're so desperate. This is the first time, like you say, when you see somebody has won. So if you guys have won legitimately, you should be calm.
Like getting ready, partying, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, be calm.
It's the opposition that should be protesting, doing everything. You are not supposed to worry, but they are scared too. I don't know why they are worried.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Now it's all about. Do you know? There's one of my friends that is married to an Igbo lady.
Right.
He's even kicking against me. I said, listen, I said to him, are you crazy? Have you forgotten where your wife is from? You've allowed them to tell this.
Some of them thrown caution into the wind. Some of them have a Igbo boyfriend, Igbo girlfriend, and they have Igbo business partners, colleagues in the office. They've thrown everything. The wife is saying to you that it's true now. We need to fight for our land. Fight for which land?
Yeah. What
is coming for your land?
They did not come to Lagos and grab those land. They are doing their legitimate business. They've contributed their fair share. Look at Sanwo-Olu as of this evening, as of today, and now I know that the money has started coming out. I've been seeing on Arise TV there is a campaign that is running a kind of advertorial that is running every 2 minutes. I said these people, they are pathetic.
I've been so busy on Twitter that Lagosians are saying he's harassing them on the. They said they are going to report his social media handle because he's harassing them with too much messages. Dear Lagosians,
I'm telling you,
Lagosians, my amazing Lagosians.
Yeah. So, people telling him that he's a man of God, that he loves God, and all. I said, listen, if you love God truly, that you serve, you will not be in a company of thieves and murderers and cheats.
No.
You know.
He's a beneficiary. He's a beneficiary of a rotten system. There is no excuse for him.
I'm telling you.
Trust me. But people will always find one.
With Tinubu, we are going to change. It's not going to be a state of Agbado. It's going to be a United States of Agbero and Agbado Republic. That's what it's just going to be.
I mean, people will say some things are not possible until they start happening. In my life, I never believed that terrorists will have spokespersons. Miyetti became prominent under Buhari. Miyetti became so powerful. They are giving ultimatum to state governor. A state governor, if you don't reverse what you just said, we are going to deal with you in Nigeria. So if you tell people that it's going to be the United States of Agbero, they will say, no, it's not going to happen. It's not impossible. It's impossible. Okay.
My good people may say that you're funny, but you're not. You say it. You put some humor into it, but listen, it's going to play out. If you do not
I want to douse the tension in a way that I don't want to be too serious. Yeah, that people will be watching me and be crying. I'm so touched. But somebody if somebody has called this program, and they are speaking. I remember that day. It was tense, right? This woman called in. Another man called in on that same program. The same night, they were talking. They started crying, and they are not making it up. It got to them to the point I was like, I don't know.
I know. People, we're all tired. Let's just see what happens. Maybe we'll have one or two of the judges that their conscience will they will just say fuck it this time and all that. Excuse my language, and they will say I've got to do the right thing. If I get killed, I get killed. But for posterity case, I'm just going to do the right thing.
I just want to play my own part for those who are going to look back to these days.
Yeah.
How did this whole thing happen? How did you know what I mean? I am playing my part by keeping the record in a way that for those who will be interested, you just have to go back. And you know one thing that YouTube has done for me, Baba? You know something that YouTube, because of the way I always kind of set my riders on YouTube, yeah? Now, if you go on Google and you are searching for any latest news from Nigeria, right, that just happened. So as you see the media publications, you're going to see Mayegun's video, which actually explains that story even more. So that means everybody will look back to this day. They will get to know day by day what led to wherever we are going.
And by the way, some few days ago, I don't know whether it's a Dutch newspaper or Swedish newspaper that called him a drug baron. They said they were going to. They said they were threatening they were going to sue them. Then the Financial Times called him a drug baron. I said, okay. I said, okay, go and sue the Financial Times now. All of you, all your visas, every of them will be cancelled. And the time is coming, this thing is gonna, we will hunt all of them down.
Because of the way the whole thing went, that even if Tinubu pushes it through the courts, Supreme Court and all of that, okay, and this CCA is the winner, it will remain an illegitimate president to so many people. Therefore, there's a possibility that some of what he says, nobody will follow them. So you would have to like back some of what you will be saying with military backing. And some are saying
there'll be civil disobedience. There'll be civil disobedience in the country.
Sure, you get. They say people will be disobeying him in some places.
Of course.
Sure, you get that. He would have to send soldiers or something before people can say, oh, they have sent soldiers, so before they can carry out what he says. And that, for a country that has divided as Nigeria right now, it's not good. It's not a good sign that Nigeria is headed anywhere.
And from the international outlook, you'll not look on him. They will just they will stamp him as a tyrant, as a drug dealer tyrant. His own is finished.
And we will make sure of that anyway, because they know how to do that. They are all tyrants, and then they love people to cover for them. The West. We'll see how that goes. So make us take another one.
Okay, thank you.
You too. Thanks so much. So, guys, the line is there. It's WhatsApp call only. If you are still watching me and you are watching on YouTube, Baba.
Maye.
How are you, sir?
Like I always tell you, torí pé ayé ògún la ṣe nídìí ẹ o.
Tó, kábíyèsí o.
Ayé bá gún àní nídìí ẹ. Let me start from somewhere. MOB ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Straight up.
Why is it that all these old politicians, they are feeding us with old weapons, don't look till they jam?
Divide and rule.
Togri, divide and rule monetization, religion. You know, you want to decongest Eko, and open port for, and you will see that no more Igbos will not be in Lagos again. Look, Bombay. And you go, your wives are Igbos, your girlfriends are Igbos.
Yes, sir.
When it is time of election, you will be looking for tools.
See, yes, sir. MOB. Sherry, because of this issue, I had to, they will say they don't sell land to Yorubas in Eastern Nigeria. In fact, they don't welcome Yoruba. Ashe, yes, sir. Our Yoruba brothers are living like kings in Eastern Nigeria. They are being carried like, they are more important than you. See, I figured it out new. Our people are rich to the point that they are owning streets in Enugu, in Abia.
Can you see?
Yes, sir.
What they believe that they are internet people money. They know
permanent secretary, Labia.
Can you see?
Permanent secretary ministry, Labia, government of Abia State. Omo Yoruba.
Look at that to be fire
on that. I want need education gone. Seriously. I want to kọjá ọ̀rẹ́. I want to kọjá ọ̀rẹ́.
Look at that stupid Fayose telling that guy, now ask me, when Fayose came to Ekiti, what was his experience? Street experience, Lolo. Street experience, Lolo. These people are suffering from Lumi. He started giving them water. Water lo fi gba voting lọ́wọ́. I'm telling you.
Water tanker báyìí ló máa ń
fáwọn olómi lówó kọ́ ló máa ń pọ́n mi. Water tanker ló máa ń mú olómi kiri.
Ọlọ́run ní pàlàkà yìí.
Amajakiri. People now just start giving him that vote. Ó wá ń sọ fún wa pé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ò lẹ́sìn. Experience wo ni wọ́n ní? Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé òun fọ mọ́tò ní Ìbàdàn ni. Wọ́n á bẹ̀ ṣe, ó wá jẹ gómìnà l'Ékìtì. Ó wá di slave master. Ó di slave master sílẹ̀. Ó wá ń sọ fún wa pé he doesn't have experience.
Ó ní ọmọ gọ́vnà Yorùbá tí ò ní lè sọ Yorùbá lẹ́nu Fáyọ̀ṣe. Majority of them, their children or their grandchildren.
Ẹ̀mí àsìn pé Yorùbá mélòó ni Fáyẹmí lè sọ.
They know themselves.
Governor Fáyẹmí can't speak Yorùbá fluently. Governor Fáyẹmí cannot speak Yoruba fluently. They shouldn't be using all these old tools for us. We are more than old tools. They should go and come upgrade. Ẹni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ẹni kì í ṣe ọmọ Èkó. Lọ́mọ bíbí Èkó, ẹlọ́mọ Igbo ni. Okay, assuming, let's look at it this way. Assuming pé the Igbos now vote for Sanwó-Olú, kí náà sọ?
Well, what if votes against someone here then, Abi? Meanwhile, Sanwo-Olu want them to vote for him. Not that
one. Revolution ilé ò ní di ìbọn, kò ní di ọ̀kọ̀, kò ní di àdá. Intelligence ni òun làwọn àbọ̀ ìsìn yẹn jòkó tán wò pé how can we create a chain tó jẹ́ pé hydrogen bond ló máa hold there that can never be broken easily, and that is what they are doing.
Wow.
Ibi tó fọ́ọ̀nì sí jù, now ask them ní the last election tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lé àwọn Ìgbò yẹn lọ tán wò pé ìgbà tán máa parí ìbò tán wá ń kà tán pé lébọ̀ náà wá ń wojú ara wọn pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni. Labour náà ni wọn náà ń ṣe ṣá.
So àṣẹ Labour ni gbogbo wa dúró síbi láwọn lérò pé Yorùbá àwa ara wa APC ló yẹ normal.
Ìgbé Yorùbá ara wa ni kí ló ń jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ àti gbọ́n everybody internet has opened our brain to the extent that we know what is going on in Brazil, we know what is going on in UK, we know what is going on in Canada, we know what is going on in every corner of the world, we know what is going on. You cannot be boboing us with all this kind of fetish thing that can go kiri kóráìsì wa. Ẹ̀yin ò ní develop country kóráìsì àti Indomie ránṣẹ́ sí tẹ́ kó pamọ́. Ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́wọ̀n máa wá ń ṣe wọ́n máa sọ fún wa pé náírà wọn fi ń lẹ kọ́bọ̀ lójú ni kò jẹ́ wa mọ́. They should take away their old weapons. They should go and upgrade.
Yeah, Esther, look at this on your screen. This is a copy of the indictment from the panel that Sanwo-Olu set up. When the people were saying, when they killed those children in Lagos, I mean, those protesters in Lagos,
Can you see?
Sanwo-Olu denied that he called the military. The military at the tribunal said he called them 2 times. When he first called one commander, when that one didn't go through, he called the senior. It was the one who invited them to shoot and kill people there. Yeah.
Can you see?
And
the election has come now. You now begin to use all tools for us.
Yes, sir. These same people that are now talking about Yoruba Ronu, right? Do you know that they believe that the reason why they said nobody died at Lekki Toll Gate is because they are telling themselves that that protest, that EndSARS, was by the Igbos. So which means the people they killed at Lekki Toll Gate, maybe they are Igbos. Oh yeah, where's their family?
Igbo
died.
Igbos ló ń gbé lóṣòdì. Igbo ló ń gbé ní Ìkẹjà níbi tán ti là wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀.
They don't care. To them, if we tell ourselves that 100 people that died at Lekki Toll Gate, they are Igbos, and we don't like Igbos, then nobody died then. Nobody died. Maybe 1 or 2 people. People with that kind of mindset. The people that mocked us, that we should stop screaming. The people that
they don't have any other thing to tell us again.
You remember the people that mocked us when they attacked people.
Ibo wo ló fẹ́ gbé Èkó? Ibo wo ni? Àwọn fúnra náà ń pariwo Ibo ló ń fẹ́ gbé Èkó látọdún wo ni? Ẹ̀yin Elégùṣì ló sọ pé Èkó is not a Yoruba land. Ọba Èkó gan tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá sí yẹ. No. It's not for Yoruba. Yàrá sẹ́ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbé Èkó. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń pa àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ ló ń pe bàbá Akíntóyè pín yẹn. Let them come and vote for Yoruba and not those stuff. Bàbá ló mọ̀ sọ anything election. Ẹ tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé yẹn náà kiri. You know? A lot of propagandas are just flowing. Ẹ̀yin náà lè create ẹ̀ fún ayín. Gbogbo wa revolution tó ní agbára òun náà kó fún wọn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa kó fún wọn for life.
Thank you so much. Let me take another one here. I appreciate the fact that people can actually, and it's true. When Owo was attacked, these people were telling us that we were overreacting. Now, fake news. It got to a stage that they actually cooked up a story that the people behind our attack, they are Yorubas. And Igbos. They put up some names till today. The story is gone because they wanted to be president. Now, the Yorubas and everybody who became victim in that war and all over Yoruba land for years,